Hi guys, and welcome back to Just So Rare. In today's video, I just want to show you my two new signings and the reasons why I bought them and why I've bought them now. Before I start this video, I just want to say this is not financial advice. This is just purely my opinion. As most users already on So Rare will know, prices in general seem to be dropping all over the shop, and that just doesn't apply to the European players due to the season coming to an end shortly. It's happening with MLS and Asian players, and in my opinion, the reason for that is there was a massive surge in prices before the season started, and now the market is now correcting itself. I also believe all the nonsense with Blackpool has created a bit of uncertainty in the market. There's also uncertainty with the progression bar, whether that threshold payments are going to be removed, etc. So some of this has got to be attributed to the way So Rare has conducted themselves in the last few months. And there's been promises that haven't been kept, in my opinion. You then got, obviously, what's going on in the world today with Russia and Ukraine. You've got energy prices rocketing, so people have got far less disposable income for leisure things. Again, just my opinion, but all of those things have got a major factor in my opinion. So on to the video and my two purchases. Now, if I had the money, I'd be buying the rare cards of these players. Unfortunately, I'm not in the position financially to be buying rare cards at this moment in time. However, these players will come handy for my comment or my limited teams, because the one area that I struggle most is obviously goalkeepers and forwards. So I'm trying to beef my options up, especially in the forward areas, to give me more options when I come into entering teams. So my first purchase is Kerim. I'm not sure how you pronounce his surname. Emre BT or something, Christ knows. But I'll just call him Kerim. And for some of you who've watched previous videos, when I done a video on So Rare Data on their new update, this guy stood out like a sore thumb on what I look for. So as soon as I had the money to, I was always going to buy this guy. So, as you can see, I picked him up last night for £35.12. Now, I appreciate 35 quid in today's world is a lot of money to some people, so I'm not using these sums flippantly. I've only got this money through winning F thresholds, and I just reinvest the money. So I just want to point that out, because I certainly don't want to come across as condescending or flippant when I'm reading figures like that out. So look at Kerim's stats. He has scored and assisted 15 times in 29 games. So on average, every other game. However, on WhoScored.com, you will see he has gone 6 games. Is it 6? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 6 games without scoring or assisting. And I believe he missed a penalty on the weekend, which I was glad of, because I didn't want his price going up before I bought him. So in particular, I look for forwards who are on a bad run of form, and I try and pick them up for as cheap as possible in the hope that they start scoring and assisting again, and their price will go up, hopefully. So if you look at the price graph, on the 4th of March, he was going around 0.037 and now I've picked him up for half of that, 0.0159. You've also got to take into account what the price of ETH was on the 4th of March. And as you can see, ETH was a lot lower, nearly 300 quid lower. No, 2,000, yeah, nearly 300 quid cheaper or lower value than today. So that would obviously have an impact as well. So my hope now with this player is he goes on a run of scoring in a few consecutive games or assisting, and I've got no doubt, even though the season's coming to an end, if not before the end of the season, before the start of next season, his price will be a lot higher than what I paid for him, and that's the hope. So the next guy I bought was Ludovic. I don't know, again, Jorki, who plays for Strasbourg in France. You can see I picked him up last night for £67.81. Again, I know that is a lot of money. Looking in his stats, this season alone, he's got 17 goals and assist contributions in 27 matches. So that is sensational in my opinion. So that's why he stuck out as well. And as you can see, he's going through a bit of bad form at this moment in time, because in the last 7 games, he's done neither score or assist. So again, my hope is he goes on a scoring run in the next few games, or a few assists. And then the hope is his price will go up. And like I said, if not towards the end of the season, certainly by the start of next season. Again, using the 4th of March, you will see one was bought for 0.0825. I've picked him up for, well, about 65% cheaper than that at 0.0307. And you can see, because he's gone through a bit of bad form, his last 5 averages are nowhere near his last 40 or 15, which is to be expected. So there we have it, guys. There's my 2 new signings. I needed forwards for my limited team to give me more options. Like I said, it hasn't cost me anything in terms of actually from my bank account. This is solely been financed by the ETH that I've won through my ETH grinding team. So hopefully these players sort their act out in the next few games and start bagging them in or assisting. And I've got no doubt whatsoever, based on what's happened before, that I've been on So Rare, those prices will eventually go back up. So there's, in my opinion, there is good profit to be made on players like this, because they've got a history of scoring and assisting. And for forward players, that's exactly what you're looking for. You need players, unless they're obviously young, 18, 19, they've got to have a history of doing it, and especially in the league they're playing in at this moment in time. Again, my opinion, but that's exactly what I look for. So guys, that wraps that video up. I posted a video yesterday asking for some suggestions on what content you want to see. Now, S. Morey has kindly responded to me, and this is open to anyone who's watching these videos. If you've got any suggestions, put them down. He's asked S. Morey whether I can do or what my strategy is going to be for the summer. He's also noted he's seen a big drop off on prices on cards, again on all leagues. So I will do some videos, or a video on what my summer strategy will be, because I've got no doubt there will be absolute bargains you can pick up and sell for a massive profit just before the season starts. So I'll definitely do a video on the summer strategy. Again, it'll be using my experience of being on the platform for 2 years, and it's what's happened every break during the season since I've been on So Rare. There's no guarantees it's going to happen this year, obviously, but if it follows suit or follows the similar pattern, I've got no doubt there'll be some good money to make on certain players. So guys, please do your own research. All I'm saying is what I do and what I've always done since being on the platform, but it's important, like I keep saying on previous videos as well, it's your money, your investment. You've got to spend it on the players that you think are going to do the business for you ultimately. So again, do your own research, use as much information that's out in the public domain as possible, and I've got no doubt you will also find bargains too. So thanks for watching, guys, much appreciated, and I'll see you soon. See ya.